Well, welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. We've got some great news, I think. After our little trip today, we went to see the guy who was going to help us, the engineer, and then he finally texted us back and said that we are in the Philippines. This is ironic because we see when we go to that municipal hall, parked outside the municipal hall, we've seen some absolutely brand new multi-million multi-million peso pieces of machinery, to huge beautiful tractors. We've seen a huge truck that was there today, and must be spending a terrific amount of money. And yet when we went today to find out if we could be put on a schedule, we were told that we couldn't be put on a schedule because they didn't have the budget. Come and help me out here, Beth, because you spoke to him and he texted you in the end. What was the outcome on that text? Which side are you going to be on? Oh, got to have a preparation here. Okay.
Yeah, it's happened that we went there the other day, and
well, that's it. It was text today.
Yeah, I said to the engineer that we already coordinated to the barangay captain, and then the response is they don't have they're going to memorandum, I think, like that. They're going to ask the budget from the councilor in the town. So I went there and I says, but they said that maybe we could be prioritized because we're going to rent, pay the rent, and then because usually the grader
that's what you said, isn't it?
Usually the grader in Barangay Burgos is during before the fiesta, which is November. And I said to the engineer that we wanted it to be as soon as possible while it's summer. So he said, okay. They gave us the cell phone number, and says that tomorrow the barangay captain will came here, so text me for an update. So what I did, I texted today and I said,
oh, that's
yeah,
right.
I texted the engineer and says, this is Terrence and Beth. I just want to clarify an update. I just want to ask an update if when and where, and is it the barangay captain went there. And then he replied and says, the treasurer came here, and it's happened that there's no budget yet for the grader in Burgos. So but they already passed on papers for approval of the budget to the mayor. So I replied and says, is there a possibility that we just rent the grader for 3 to 5 days, pay the rent, and then they come to our place so that we will be able to finish these projects that we got, and at the same time while it's summer, because it's very difficult if you enter into June, July, August, September. There's a sun, right, on that time, but it's unpredictable.
And there's a lot of rain.
Yeah, and it's a lot of rain, and it's unpredictable. So he replied and says, yeah, big possibility. So I said, so what's up now? Can we pay? Can we go there and pay the rent for scheduling? And he said, yeah, come tomorrow. We will do the scheduling and the payment.
So it seems like it's they're not having a budget to start on their own subsidized work for the government for the roads that have to be done in our area. So we might be able to rent it on a private basis, because it will fit in with their lack of funds to work on their own stuff.
Yeah, because at first is the reasons why we will be together with the Barangay Burgos Road is because when the grader comes to do the barangay road projects, the barangay road grader there, after that is our place. So it's just one go from Talibon to Burgos. So that's another thing, but we already informed there that we are willing to pay the 1,000 pesos because we already talked to the mayor, and he said because of the locations of the land, belong there, belong here, so the only options is we pay the rental. We already know that few months ago when we speak the mayor, and he said, okay, we wait for the schedule of Burgos, which is our barangay, so that it's just one go after the barangay, which is the other road, they're gonna do a road here. But it just happened that they don't have budget, and it seems that it's also nice to always come back to the office.
Yeah,
right?
so in other words,
because they will know
yeah.
that we will not stop.
Even though the engineer would his face would change very slightly when he saw us, it was
so.
Oh no, here they are again.
Well, but he's a good man. He's really
yes, yeah.
What do you call that, Han? Accommodating.
Yes,
very helpful.
Yeah, he's tried very hard, and I
Yeah.
think he's going to make it happen for us.
Yeah,
of course,
and
we'll pay.
And in fact, he said to us that, go to Hitafe. Maybe they could provide you there, so...
So I guess he was thinking, when he
Yeah.
said go to Hitafe, I think he was thinking of it not costing us any money.
Yeah.
That was the point. But then when we said, well, we have a certain amount of budget to be able to pay a rental on it ourselves at the cost that the mayor had suggested of 1,000 pesos per hour, which at the time, before our angel came in, the shepherd, and pledged that money, that we would be able to do it ourselves. Back then it seemed an impossibility, but
Yeah.
as all things, impossible is not always impossible. You just have to keep dreaming and hoping and planning it for it to happen, and now it seems like it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think so, and we're just optimistic about it, that it will happen, and it's just a little patience, perseverance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an update, and we're gonna pay tomorrow, and it's 1,000 for a day. It's 8 hours, so 8 hours we paid for 5 or 3 days, 3 to 5 days.
I think we have to pay the gas as well, don't we, honey?
Yeah, pay the gas, and
Is it
also
the man's wages. Do we have to
have
pay his wages?
No,
or
but
just
there's
his
a
lunch?
little tip and
Oh,
lunch.
a tip.
Tip, snacks, and lunch. That's it.
Right.
And the gasoline. Full tank gasoline.
Full tank. I
Yeah,
don't know how long
so,
that lasts
again,
on a
thank
vehicle
you.
that big.
Thank you so much, Shepherd. Thank you. Because
Yeah.
it's not just us that will benefited on these projects, but also the other community above us. There's another community there, and having a proper road, especially we got a bike. In the bike, there are 3 to 4 people in the back of the bike. It's safer. At the same time,
Right.
during the rainy day, during the rainy day, it's not as sliding as that.
It's actually a nightmare on that road.
Yeah.
When the heavy rains come. There's no question about it. And hopefully we will have a combination of good news when we'll be able to have the road done. By the way, this is not a road like you might be thinking, where it's concrete or tarmac. It's actually just compressed earth,
Yeah, just splat, and also get those difficult parts will be level. And as what we said before in other videos, we gonna cement those parts that is very difficult.
We're gonna lay concrete. We're gonna lay concrete down on the very difficult parts where the altitude changes. Okay, thanks, honey.
Yeah.
So there we are. That's where we're going. That's our update. And it's good news, because now, instead of just being bounced about from one barangay to another, and them saying no, you've got to talk to them, and they say no, you've got to talk to the others, and that was very frustrating, because we never got anything done. But this time we actually seem to be making a mark, and all of the signs are extremely hopeful. Thanks for looking in. This is our little road update, which will be an enormous project for us. It's 2 miles of road right throughout the mountains, and it's going to be quite exciting to watch that being done. Thanks for looking in. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. From Beth and I, bye for now.